I've been taking a look at a few different web browsers on the channel lately as I want to branch out and experiment with a few others, and I have a couple other videos coming up as well. But today I'm going to take a look at Opera, as they've actually updated and added a lot new features since the last time I've used it, and I'm pretty excited to show them off. So they sponsored today's video, and I'm going to show you their new YouTube pop-out feature as well as a couple other things that they've added to their browser. So downloading Opera is incredibly easy. It's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. You just go to the website, link in the description below, hit download now, and download and run the installer. They even have mobile and TV apps, but today we're going to be taking a look at the desktop version, and I am running it here on Windows 10. Now, one thing that I've always liked about recent versions of Opera is their start page, which you can customize by adding custom sites to it. For example, if I want to add YouTube, since that's something I go to more often than some of these others, then I can place it here up front. It's got some basic websites that most of their users visit on a regular basis. I don't visit any of these, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those, and then you have an entire grouping here that you can go in and out of. I meant to grab Twitter there, but you can organize and sort your recommended web pages pretty straightforward. So if we pull up YouTube, for example, here, this is the big new feature that I wanted to showcase, and then I'm going to showcase a couple others that I'm really liking about the new browser. But so if we go to YouTube, we can actually, even though I do have a multi-monitor setup here, which I'll show you a clip of, for those of you who don't have multiple monitors or who want to keep their web browsing restricted to one browser, if we pull up a video, I'm gonna pull up co-optional podcast. We're gonna mute it. Okay, so we're watching a video. Pretty straightforward. Woo, video. But what if I want to also, and again, this is more appropriate if you have lower resolution and one monitor setups. Like on my laptop, I use it a lot on my new Linux laptop, and I'll probably do a separate video showcasing that as well, as it's really cool to see running on there. But for right now, we're doing this on my main recording setup. If I want to, let's say, browse Lifehacker, I want to browse Lifehacker instead of only just watching YouTube, but I want the video pulled up as well. What do? Well, there's this new button up here just in Opera. This is an Opera specific feature where I can actually pop the video out. And as you see, it popped up down here. And so then I can start browsing the website, and I have a little video preview here. Now on my 4K monitor, this preview is a little small, but I can drag it up here, and then I can start to customize it. I can make it bigger. I can make it even that big if I wanted. That would be a little ridiculous, but you can make it as big or small as you want. Place it wherever you like. Bring it up here. I like that Total Biscuit has the same microphone I do. But you can place it wherever you want. You can pop it back into the video player on the website or pop it back out. You can close it via this X. You can pause it. You can unmute it, control the volume. It still shows you the time code. You can skip around, or you can leave it playing. Let's say I just leave it in this top corner here and then continue about my day browsing the internet with just this tiny web player. Now, I like this a lot better. I mentioned before that it's best suited for single monitor setups, but it actually works very well for multi-monitor setups, given that what I really don't like is what I normally have to do is just drag this whole tab to another monitor. And that means I have the entire YouTube page pulled up. And even if I try to make the window smaller, it eventually starts shrinking the video preview. And so I have no way of just watching the video and using the rest of my screen space for doing other things. So this lets me even drag it over to my other monitors without taking up the whole tab's worth of space. It is really freaking cool, and I love it. And then they have a couple other features that they've added into their browser recently. For example, if we go back here to YouTube and we get rid of our video player and go ahead and pause that, we'll just go to my website. I do use AdSense on my website, even though it doesn't make me much money whatsoever, cents on the dollar. But as you can see here, I enabled AdBlock. It has a built-in ad blocker in the browser, and I enabled it. You have the option to enable it when you install the browser, and so I enabled it by default. And up here at the top right, it tells you how many ads are blocked on the site, and it shows you a calendar of how many ads you've blocked on each day of the week. And then you have the option to turn it off. So for example, on YouTube, I'm going to turn it off and leave it off because I do not ever support using AdBlock on YouTube, and I recommend turning it off for any websites whose content you wish to actually support. If you visit a website at least once a day or multiple times per week, or definitely multiple times per day, you need to disable AdBlock on that and actually support the website. But if you're just browsing the web or whatever, you may want to stay safer or avoid harmful ads, and it's fine to use. But they also have this really cool tool down here that shows you whether or not AdBlock actually does anything for you by running a speed test with and without the ads. So I'm going to click that and check that out real quick here. So it loads the page with ads and gives you a time of how long that it takes to load the website. So it took 6 seconds, or 6.10 seconds. Without the ads, it took 5.27 seconds. So about 13% faster. My site has a bit of a slow host, but overall isn't that super like heavy. So if we do lifehacker.com, longer than my website, that's a lot of ads. 12.04 seconds. I thought my website load time was bad. 4.57 seconds without the ads though. I got a big old banner ad right at the top. 62% faster. That is pretty cool. And you can take a screenshot of that too. That's kind of cool. Let's open that up. Takes a fairly high resolution screenshot of this process, and then you could have changed the slider and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So they've got some pretty cool stuff built into the browser. Now you do have a profile you can set up and automatically sync your settings across all Opera browsers, kind of like Chrome Sync. And that was one of my complaints about one of the previous browsers I've checked out, was that it did not have syncing across browsers, which kind of impacted my ability to use it. You also have some management on the side here. You can view your speed dial, your bookmarks in a little sidebar view here. You can view news. You can view your tabs in a bit of a different way. And then your internet history. And then if you go up here at the top to the Opera menu, you can manage more settings. You've got themes, there are extensions for it, and you can set up a variety of different things. And see, then we can go ahead and customize the theme, give us a little green look, download the fire one. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the green one. You can download more themes from the website, of course, show the bookmarks bar, your download location, typical browser settings. Very easy and straightforward to manage and set up some pretty cool, unique features. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button if you did. Leave me a comment down below if you would use this YouTube pop-out feature, or if you think having AdBlock built into the browser is cool or not. I think it's pretty cool. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe. Check out more awesome videos in the comment section down below. That's not what I meant to click on. I hate it when people do like entire screen worth annotations on their videos. It makes it very hard to click on things. There we go. But let me know if you'd use it in the comment section down below. My name has been Adam or EposVox. I will catch you in the next video.